from a sea monster.
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, but why? Okay. It's crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Was heavy artillery used, asshole?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
This is why we don't talk to old people. Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no.
Fucking...
It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Licked where?
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
I understand I'd bomb this place too. I'd bomb this place even right now. Especially right now. They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first.
I want to end this conversation.
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in '08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Shake your head and look down the crater.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Great.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Ah, that explains all the spore damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
I think these men fit better in Ratatouille.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Nothing. I don't think. I just do. That's how it should be. Soft. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. This coalition. Nothing.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Excuse me?
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
I mean,
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
he's too realistic of an old person. I need to leave, for my own sake.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already.
Have a heart attack right now.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
Ooh.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Thank you for your time.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition, even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
Okay. Coach Physical Instrument, does that mean you'll call me a maggot and Nancy boy to motivate me? Yes, sir, forge me to organic steel.
It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete.
Wait, why piss?
When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that.
Fuck it, opt in.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo athleticus.
Homo.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool.
So cool.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in the same sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
This is just like Zoolander. So I got 2 new fucking thoughts. I'm sorry, does this... Left-wing dialogue gives me 4 plus 4 XP. One XP for every orb clicked. Endurance. Shivers. So this is the only thing giving me like a debuff. What is this? Balls. Okay. Hello, no ceremonies, just hello. A good one, point at the book.
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Okay. I'm just a woman.
Just a woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Have a good
This
day.
was a tremendously useful interlude.
Shut. God damn it, Kim. I swear to God. You're such a hater. I don't even know what to do anymore. Okay. Shivers. Formidable. Oh, God. Oh, I can do my ledger shit. Oh, it's all Pog in here. Alright. Can I do ledger shit again?
It's the ledger you owe, and an incredibly cool piece of kitchen tissue is stuck to the back.
Okay, let me save, actually, before I do any of this. Okay, ledger time. Still has a banana on it.
It's the ledger you owe, and an incredibly cool piece of... Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
Wait. HGB 41, weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HGB is...
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Harry Dubois, HDB. Still feels like there's something missing from that.
Okay, Next World Mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high.
Christ.
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lecturers have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World Mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do we ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
JV. What? He was my partner? That would make sense as to why he's such a cunt.
The 9,000 people subject to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Keep the mural, remove.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
Lisa moment. Lisa Simpson staring at the screen. I must have voted, possibly even lobbied to remove that thing. Like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? Well, cause is not to be blamed. It's human nature.
In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter, and agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next?
Holy shit, why did that just skip? To 18, hello?
Not much has changed.
Kim, come on. It's been fucking over a month. Fucking finally. If this doesn't work, if Kim says, "Oh, we should come back tomorrow," I'm gonna scream so loud. Get in. You bastard. Get up there.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
It's only been 45 fucking days.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
We got your hint, found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up. I'm not going to make things right. I'm just going to make them spectacular. There was a question. I was hoping to talk to you about possible witness. Your balcony overlooks the murder scene. Okay, but we know. Well, no, wait. Okay, never mind.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Is it Friday? Feels like Friday. Why do I want to meet your friend?
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Is this Tommy? Sounds a little bit like Tommy. Maybe I'm just keying in too much to these voice actors. It sounds a little bit like Tommy.
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
Is it Friday?
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather.
Oh, I don't like that. Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Very well. Deuces.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
45 days. And I find this guy again, and 2 minutes later, deuces, I'm out. I'd be infatuated with him. He's not wearing anything. He has an open shirt, and it is at least like 35 degrees out.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where, but I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Only if you promise that we'll talk again, it's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
Kim, Kim?
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Okay, phases through both of you.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving Kim?
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
Something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
His shirt, why is his shirt always unbuttoned?
His shirt.
He's taking the piss.
His shirt.
Yes, his shirt, goddammit.
He's trying to dive deep into the mysteries of his shirt.
His shirt? No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
God damn it. Oh shit. Quarterly business magazine. Dishes. Pot. Ashtray. Flyers for underground parties. What is this? Buckets of paint. What is that? Excuse me? Oh my god. This is it. This is the look. This is who I aspire. What I aspire to look like. I mean, maybe have a... Oh, his ass has gotten a little bit bigger. Okay, I have one skill point. I don't want to put it into authority right now. I'd rather save one and have it. Okay, Sunday friend.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
I'm pogging.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
I'm sorry, Kim and Harry together. These are gay people going out to brunch. Everyone in this game are gay people going out to brunch. Wearing the most outfit ever.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Monsieur Laclay.
Okay, I'll call you Chuck.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
Okay, point to the bed before we go on. I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. I love canopy beds. Point the silk robe. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
Okay.
That didn't work at all. What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is the break we've been looking for. Is it because you did it? Start from the beginning if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
I too looked at that and said, we're supposed to fuck him.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Oh.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe them? How many of them were there?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
That fits.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Are any of them huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Okay, yeah, reasonable thing to do.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
Are you sure at least one of them was a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
I mean, she also could have, not spoken.
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay. What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
For over a week?
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
Let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Well, that was a waste of time.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance.
What? Wow, okay. That was, yeah. What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled.
If only.
The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Inter is joking or not.
These people have the personality of IRS workers. What is the international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
And what do I call the coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
Okay. I've heard this moral intern before. I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Mind babies. Turn to Kim. So what I'm hearing is that we're the moral intern bitches? Oh, turn to Kim. So we're actually working for the moral intern. That doesn't seem so bad.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Turn back to Sunday, friend. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Turn to Kim. Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
Come on.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, Sur-la-Clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Rochelle? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Oh, Christ. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham, as long as the working classes.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
Didn't work because the coalition crushed it violently. We just haven't tried real communism yet. Telling me that this world, and you're telling me that this world here is working out well.
It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Oh, what is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That clears everything up.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment. which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
For fuck's sake.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
If only. If only.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Hello? Sure, fuck it.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
This guy's gonna try and sell me a timeshare.
But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Okay. Tell me about Orange.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur la Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more penis?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur la Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur la Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
Okay, but outside of penis, what is Orange?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
Just tell me what it's like there, man.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Enough business.
Whatever you wish, officer.
The friend.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
Wow, this is like Deep Space Nine. Fucking Bejor and the Federation. What's this penis thing that you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for, man?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole. He's standing right in front of a window. Harry can just drop kick him. What do the letters stand for? It's been such a wild, extraordinary
My God.
success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. the United States of Occident.
Chuck. Chuck, he's a Chuck. He's a Chuck if I've ever interacted with a fucking Chuck. Is it going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Is Revachol going to be a part of Penis?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
But it's never going to be a member.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation.
I swear to God, every person that I've met today, I'm keying into their voices and I'm like, I've heard this fucking guy before. And I'm sure that they share voice actors. I mean, they do clearly, because the past two people I've been like, you sound like Tommy. And it's Tommy. And there's a whole shitload of characters in this game. So it makes sense to, like, reuse voice actors. It's just weird being able to key into, oh, you sound like this dude.
But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two become friends? I'm gonna ask this, and the guy's gonna tell me about, like, how much lead is in paint.
How did any of us become friends?
My God.
Bad things happening on the Insulindian Insula. Oil platforms ablaze in the night. Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced.
I actually feel like I'm losing it right now. What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here. And my friend, too.
That's like saying that somehow we all met because of, like, I don't know, Chernobyl happening. You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
Oh my God. I'm gonna put you out a fucking window in a minute, bitch. So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
Why are you doing this in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
I too am enjoying the view. What view? It's dark outside.
Listen.
What? I'm not hearing anything.
The Insulindian Bay.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Thanks.
A moment, officer.
Fucker?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Oh.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking a look around.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
I mean, it is certainly better than the other apartments. This is a nice kitchen, though. I can't handle Harry at the moment. What? Insensitive bachelor party vibes. Super logical for a cop to wear this. Become the dragon. Become an addict in a strange bathing robe. Silky. Well, I mean, I don't really see anything else. This toilet, there's... I don't think I can do
Was there
anything.
anything else? Of course.
Okay. Well, I think we're done. Is he gonna be in there?
This door is made of metal and no one.
Let's go.
Okay. This one. Fuck. Well. I haven't been in here in a while.
You hear someone walking around a poor communard.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
I know this woman. We've been here before.
Let's go.
It's generous.
Christ, it's been a while since I've been in here. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Oh, and this is the place that has the Resident Evil music. I can't see anything. Hey. Blinding her. You. This place. Does this go anywhere? Well.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is the bed in the cold room yours? Christ, this is from months ago.
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Really, you're a miner? Don't you have a real home? It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
You don't have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
Really, you're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. but somehow it never happens.
She sounds not. She sounds English, but like a very certain area. Cool, I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy.
Like, fucking. I've heard people talk about England and how fucking go like a mile down the road and people will have their own different dialect and accent, which, like, it's not so different anywhere else, but it's really apparent over there. Oh, this fucking asshole. Well, it's 10 o'clock. Christ. Thing is, I'm like, alright, do I go to bed or do I look around some more? What is this? Oh, these are the things.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
The vandalism.
Probably some kids.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Fucking.
That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.